All right, so you got this amazing my player. Question is, what takeover?
Just a quick game, guys. Very, very quick game. Just one game.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's Thursday night and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. They've got Kyrie Irving. Embiid is out there with Tatum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beal in at the two-guard spot. And LeBron James gets it to go.
Not going to miss many chances from that range. That's LeBron's wheelhouse there.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The West All-Stars making a switch here. George is checked in. And the
I didn't press that.
Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Beal taking his time here. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when you're
How's it going there, guys?
explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. That one on George. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's George. And the dunk by Giannis.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Now, let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now he understands the entertainment aspect of this game. He knows the fans want a show, but you can still detect some seriousness in this voice. He wants to win this game, probably a little bit more than he's willing to let on. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Sorry, Kyrie.
Here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Doncic finds Antetokounmpo. Embiid with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by George.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
No good from Irving.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now, here is Irving. Buries it down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2.
Nice game.
Irving's got his second basket of the game.
And they scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Doncic.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the night. And the first one at the line is good. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. Sabonis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Jaylen Brown's checked in for George. And it's Damian Lillard in for Steph Curry. The East also changing it up. Williamson is checked in for Joel Embiid. Randle comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Mike Conley in for Kyrie Irving.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Sabonis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Leonard. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Leonard's got 8.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Lillard, the pass to Brown. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
We're grinding right now at superstar difficulty, guys, but
Brown against Leonard.
sooner or later we're gonna like up a notch this difficulty.
Lillard, right side.
Oh, I missed.
No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 4.
But for now, let's familiarize how superstar works.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Now Lillard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the wing, Brown. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was lost by Leonard. Vucevic checked in for Julius Randle. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Leonard. Unable to get that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Brown, right side. To the paint. Outside for Simmons. Back to Sabonis. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Sabonis has got his second bucket tonight.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around.
Conley into the lane, and that one good.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
There's Sabonis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
29 seconds left in the first. Pass to Leonard. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They lead by 4. Brown outside. They grab their own miss. Simmons. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, you got to box out Simmons. It's plain and simple, guys. When you don't, he can really hurt you on the offensive board.
With 1 on the clock. And so it's the West All-Stars with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the East All-Stars, Vucevic is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Conley, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Tatum in at the 3. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And Tatum used to getting hit while he's shooting. I mean, he absorbs it like you would expect a pro to, and powers right through that contact.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. On its way from Irving for 2, and he knocks down the jumper.
Nice.
Irving's got 6 points.
Such a good game from
How do
Kyrie.
you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Nice
And there's
rotation.
the bucket from Tatum.
Tatum doing a nice job recognizing when to let it fly and when not to. A very capable threat from outside the arc.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of
Get out of
damage
here.
nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
George is checked in for the West. Paul comes in for Luka Doncic. Randall's checked in for the East. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Irving against Curry.
Woo! Nice.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Irving. Conley against Paul. Outside Curry. Now the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid, and it's Jokic missing. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the East All-Stars. Tatum finds Randall, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
George has a 2-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 14.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Back to Irving. Lets it go. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The feed now to Paul. Pass to Jokic. Here's George. Puts it up. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And George continues to build on his offensive repertoire over time. I mean, if you stay off of him and you give him too much space, he'll burn you for that mistake. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So the West ends up going with the new group. And then for the East All-Stars, Williamson is checked in for Joel Embiid. Leonard comes in for Jason Tatum. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Mike Conley. LeBron against Beal. Here's LeBron. The kick out to Brown from deep. That ball's nice speed that time from Sabonis. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for the West All-Stars. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. To the middle. Here's Beal. And the layup's good off the glass. Beal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Here's Lillard. And here's LeBron outside. It's good from long range.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
Irving for three. It's rebounded by the West.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Lillard against Irving. Brown wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Gobert. Antetokounmpo comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Brown. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Lillard. Doncic outside. Puts up a three. They get it back. Jokic on the follow.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Leonard with the ball. Over James. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. And we've reached halftime in this one. West All-Stars lead by 6.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. Kenny, your thoughts on the West All-Stars first half?
Well, we're seeing Giannis in attack mode. He's playing with real tenacity and making every shot count. It's a relentless siege, and the other team is struggling to recover from it.
And Shaq, what did you think about the East All-Stars?
They're getting out-rebounded by a Shaq-sized margin. Really big. From the get-go, they did not show enough effort. Usually when you're being out-rebounded like that, you're 10, 15 points behind. So things could definitely be worse.
And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
LeBron James is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Doncic in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Here's Leonard. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Beal, a 3-ball. He can't get that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with him. Doncic passes to Giannis. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, that goes in. Giannis has got 18 points in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's not about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And here's Leonard. He's got 14. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for LeBron. Paul George comes in for Luka Doncic. And Paul subbed in for Steph Curry. And a switch here also for the East. Conley's checked in.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Conley finds Beal. Here's Leonard. Guarded by Simmons. Leonard, no luck.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Shot from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Paul's got his first basket of the night. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the East All-Stars. 8-point game. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Julius Randle's checked in for the East. George, that's a two-pointer. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Randle no good. Outside, George. Paul outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jokic passes to Antetokounmpo.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Simmons passes to Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. Sabonis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brown, he's checked in for Simmons. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Paul. And a switch here also for the East. Vucevic checked in for Embiid.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle. And I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Hits it from three-point range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Conley feeling it out. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, it's kind of odd to see a lefty in today's game, but Conley is a player you have to anticipate properly, or he'll use your mistake to get the and one.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Williamson comes in for Randall, and Irving subbed in for Bradley Beal. And Gobert kicks to Lillard. And he makes good on the layup. Lillard's got his first points of the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Tatum against Brown. Tatum no good. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Williamson outside. Tatum down low. He's covered by Brown. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Tatum.
You know, there's no question about it. Tatum's ceiling is really sky high. Now it's up to him to meet those huge expectations, and I think he will. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's George. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Irving. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Irving from long range. But they get it back. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. But deep three from George. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the West All-Stars. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the East All-Stars, I've got Vucevic. Bradley Beal is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness. But also, he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
Good on the second free throw. And it's Irving with the ball for the East All-Stars. Down by 12. Here's Williamson. Vucevic trying to get over. Williamson dishes to Vucevic. Back to Williamson. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Curry's shot is off.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
They get it back. Antetokounmpo. Here's Jokic. And the shot is long. Here are the East All-Stars. It's a 10-point game. Beal against Doncic. Shoots from the line. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's LeBron. Williamson with the block.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Leonard inside, working on James. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Now here's Curry. And stolen by Williamson. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Beal with the bucket.
It's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. The East making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Lillard, the pass to Sabonis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Leonard. Lillard against Irving. Shoots over Lillard. Irving can't get it to go. Brown inside. He's covered by Leonard.
What an athlete this kid is. Brown, it's just fun watching him get up and throw it down.
Brown's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. The pass to Embiid. Back to Irving. Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Lillard, the pass to Brown. Inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Tatum, he's checked in for the East. And here are the East All-Stars now. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Passes it to Embiid. Here's Irving. Here's Beal. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brown finds Lillard. Count it. Good.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
That one falls. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
So the West ends up going with the new group. And here's the West with the ball. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Irving.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Doncic, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, you know, it's clear that Doncic is very self-confident, knows he has what it takes to knock these shots down.
Irving with the bounce pass. Here's Embiid. That one off the back iron and out.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covered in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, and it is one sight to see.
Out to the right wing. Embiid against Jokic. And it's sent back by Jokic. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Down by 12. And good that time.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
They double team Curry. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. On its way from Irving for 2. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Boy, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
And Antetokounmpo hit the basket on the assist by Curry.
Back at ya.
The whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And the East with some changes. Beans checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Harden comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's Mitchell in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Mitchell. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Good work defensively by Harden.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And it's Mitchell missing. Curry against Mitchell. Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, just a nice little move through the contact there. Curry with the fantastic body control.
Levine for three. LeBron grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo looking it over. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
So that's it for now, guys. No one's watching, but anyways, I'm just grinding.
Under control for the vast majority of the game, and whenever there was a misstep,
Playing
they
for
just
fun.
didn't allow it to fester.
Have a good day and stay healthy, guys.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.